A nation's call for change. Petition for UK election gains millions. A petition calling for an immediate general election in the United Kingdom has rapidly gained momentum, amassing close to 3 million signatures and becoming a focal point of public discontent. The petition's viral popularity underscores growing frustration with the country's political situation, intensifying the pressure on Labour Party leader Keir Starmer, who is already grappling with significant challenges within his party and the broader political landscape. The demand for a general election has resonated with millions of citizens, reflecting a deep-seated dissatisfaction with the current state of governance and the perceived lack of accountability in Westminster. The petition, hosted on the UK Parliament's official website, calls for the government to allow voters the opportunity to express their will through democratic means, arguing that the present administration no longer commands the public's confidence. This extraordinary level of public engagement suggests that many feel their voices are not being heard and are eager for a change in leadership to address the critical issues facing the nation. Growing political tensions. The timing of this petition's surge in popularity coincides with a turbulent period for Keir Starmer, who has faced mounting scrutiny both from within his party and the public. Although Labour has enjoyed a resurgence in national polls in recent months, questions about Starmer's leadership style, policy priorities, and ability to unify his party remain. Critics argue that his cautious approach to controversial topics has alienated key segments of the Labour base, while others see his focus on appealing to centrist voters as a betrayal of the party's traditional values. Moreover, this political turmoil is not isolated to Labour. The Conservative Party, still reeling from years of internal divisions and leadership changes, has also seen its reputation eroded by accusation. The role of social media in mobilizing support. The viral spread of the petition highlights the power of social media in shaping political discourse. Platforms such as Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok have played a crucial role in mobilizing millions of people, allowing them to quickly share the petition and voice their frustrations. Influential public figures, grassroots organizations, and activists have also amplified the petition, drawing attention to the growing discontent among voters. Hashtags like #GeneralElectionNow and #DemocracyInCrisis have trended for days, further increasing the visibility of the petition and pressuring political leaders to respond. This wave of digital activism reflects a broader trend of citizens turning to online platforms to advocate for change when they feel traditional political channels have failed. The petition's viral success serves as a reminder of how rapidly public sentiment can shift and how these shifts can translate into political action. Implications for Keir Starmer and Labour. For Keir Starmer, the petition presents both a challenge and an opportunity. On one hand, the widespread dissatisfaction with the Conservative government provides Labour with a chance to position itself as a credible alternative. However, the sheer volume of signatures also signals that voters are increasingly impatient with all political leaders, including Starmer, to deliver tangible solutions to the country's pressing problems. Failure to address these frustrations effectively could undermine Labour's standing. Even as it enjoys a lead in the polls, internally, the petition exacerbates tensions within Labour, where factions continue to clash over the party's direction. Starmer has worked to distance Labour from the more left-wing policies of his predecessor, Jeremy Corbyn, but this strategy has alienated some traditional supporters. The petition's popularity could embolden critics within the party to push for a more radical approach, creating FIRT. Broader implications for UK politics. The implications of this petition extend far beyond the Labour Party. It raises fundamental questions about the state of democracy in the UK and the mechanisms available for holding governments accountable between elections. Critics of the current political system argue that the Fixed-Term Parliaments Act, which was repealed in 2022, and subsequent constitutional arrangements have concentrated too much power in the hands of the Prime Minister and ruling party, leaving voters with few options to express their dissatisfaction outside of general elections. The petition's success also reflects a growing appetite for political reform, with many citizens calling for changes to electoral systems, greater transparency, and more direct forms of democratic engagement. If left unaddressed, this discontent could lead to long-term challenges for the UK's political institutions, eroding public trust and increasing polarisation. As the petition continues to gain signatures, it will likely be debated in Parliament, where MPs will have to confront the growing calls for a general election. While such petitions do not carry legal weight, their political significance is undeniable. The government will need to provide a formal response, but whether this leads to any concrete action remains uncertain. The coming weeks will be critical for Keir Starmer and his party as they navigate this volatile political landscape. Labour must balance its critique of the Conservative government with a clear and compelling vision for the future, demonstrating to voters that it can deliver the change they are demanding. At the same time, the Conservatives face their own existential questions about their ability to reconnect with a disillusioned electorate. In the end, the petition is more than just a call for a general election, it is a powerful expression of public frustration and a reminder to political leaders that they cannot take the electorate's trust for granted.